Trouble is looming for Marcus Rashford following his behavior after Man United's loss to Arsenal. Ruben Amorim did warn him. I'll tell you why. Meanwhile, we are a massive club, but not a massive team, says the boss. The truth hurts, but it will save you if you really acknowledge it. Meanwhile, I've got an update for you concerning the match day ritual by Ruben Amorim. On a day like this, when you're taking on Nottingham Forest, what is the one thing he will do in his nearly 1,000th interview since taking over as Man United head coach? Man, it's a figure of speech. Guy has done so many interviews. Guess what? He has revealed a little bit more about him. Let's get it. My name is Webb. Like this video, fam. Thank you for those of you who keep liking. If you haven't, please do like this video, subscribe, and become a member of the United Sport as well if you haven't. Now, let's get it. Now, I'll start it off with Marcus Rashford. Now, Rashford, who is not exactly performing to the expectations of many, could be in trouble. In fact, there were reports and rumors suggesting that Ruben Amorim might be pushing to get a striker in January because he is not impressed by the attitude of Marcus Rashford. I've told you before that he's hinted about it. But after Man United's loss to Arsenal, Amorim made it clear to the players that the moment he arrived, he told them, each game we play, if we lose, when we lose, we must go and honor the supporters, whether it's on the road or at home, whichever game we lose, each and every member of staff, every player should go to the supporters, the Man United supporters, and honor them. And but Marcus Rashford refuses to do so and just walks away off the pitch following Man United loss to Arsenal. Now, Amorim says this did not sit well with him, and he did address it. We don't know what exactly he told him, but he must have taken note of that because, again, you get the players who will try to let their egos get the better of them, and certainly for a man like Ruben Amorim, he cannot let that happen, especially not with a player who is not performing to expectations. So watch Marcus Rashford and what could unfold for him in the future. But away from that, let me not dwell on the negatives of Marcus Rashford and what have you, because most of us know the issues he has completely had for a long time. We do know that his days are numbered at Man United. But let's talk now the positive, because Amorim, I love the honesty from this man. Ruben Amorim has come out today before the game. Okay, the interview has been released today, and he's saying, look, guys, we've got to be honest. We are a massive club because of the history, because of the records, because of the pedigree, but we are not a massive team. Is that a lie? He said, we've got to be honest, and I love that you don't come out there and lie to the people who are watching and raise the expectations. We do know, we clearly see this. In fact, if you ask me, Ruben Amorim has made our team look better than we actually thought they were. So he comes out, of course, to give explanations of how we've improved in so many things in terms of not losing the ball so easily, easy turnovers. But now at times we overhold onto the ball. You are close to the box, and instead of attempting to shoot, you're still trying to pass the ball around there, and say again, this is another area for players to improve and stuff like that. But I'll tell you what, I'll tell you this, fam. The honesty of Ruben Amorim for me is what gives me the confidence that he's going to get solutions for each and every problem we've got. Because if you're not honest and you hide your head under the sand, there's no way, there's absolutely no way you're going to improve the team. There's absolutely no way you're going to improve the team. So for me, I think I love that. I love that honesty. I love the fact that Amorim is coming out to clearly state it and say it. That we are massive in terms of the name of the club, Man United, biggest club in the world, but the team currently is not massive at all. For me, I love to hear that, and I back it, I respect it. So that's what he has said, but the beauty is he's working on everything to make us a massive team. And he says for that to happen, players have got to run. You've got to run. There is no way, however good a squad you are, if you don't run, you can't win nothing. He has made that clear in the heads of all these players, and it's not just running. You've got to run in a structure. He complained about it here before, how players were just running for the sake of it. I think it was against Ipswich, but you would understand that was his first game in charge, and they were not yet clearly aware of the structure under which they had to run forward with the ball or back without it. But you've got to run, and he's saying you cannot increase your speed because you've got a maximum speed as a human, but they can increase how much you can run. So that's different and it's important. That is the thing they're trying to work on seriously. So I think for me, that's a beautiful fact that he has stated. That's, I think, something we want to see. And I think we've seen improvements in players in terms of running, in terms of tracking back, running as a unit, defending well, defending better. But questioned about whether they can be consistent, because before they have shown it in moments, but not consistently. He says for him, he wants to judge players based on what he sees. And he's saying, until we get there, we shall cross that bridge when it comes, because for now, it feels like his players are trying every day. They've got the attitude to try and keep running and improving and helping the team in every match. They're trying to do it consistently. Until they run out of steam, that's when he will come and address it. But you see, with the honesty, the brutal dissection of the club that Amorim has, I don't think any player who wants to start Man United will reach a couple of months later and run out of steam, unless even the manager himself runs out of it, which doesn't seem to be it, because I was listening to Lisandro Martinez heaping praise on him, talking about how he's demanding, same as I think I heard the same from Mathis Delete. He's demanding and consistently asking players to put in the hard yards every day. And you see, that is what you've got to do for people to perform at the topmost level on a daily. So for me, that's a beautiful thing. Now, one more thing he spoke about is his match day ritual. Of course, forget about what he watches for fun, loving the Peaky Blinders and what have you. He's not happy about the so many interviews, by the way. He has expressed it, but I think he appreciates the fact that it's a big club and that has got to happen. He has got to live with it. But he says the only ritual he does before a match is having 2 bottles of water, hands over one to his assistant, Carlos Fernandez, and he sips his, the assistant sips theirs. So that's his match day ritual. So in case you didn't know it, that is Ruben Amorim's match day ritual. Now, expect him to do the same thing tonight as Man United gets ready to take on, or heads into Old Trafford, comes out of it to take on Nottingham Forest in a game that we do believe we've got to be improving in key areas where we struggled against Arsenal, especially decision making when you have the ball, when you're in the final third, not being shy to launch that attack. Arsenal was controlled in the first half, but they would not make them shake and panic at all. He spoke about it in all honesty, but again, you would see improvements. A team are improving. It's all happening so fast before our eyes, and you love to see it. Let's wait and see how far it will get, more so when more great players come into this team. So for now, that's it. Let's get ready for the upcoming match. My name is Webb. Like, share, and subscribe. This is the United Hotspot. It's match day, and of course, it's always a pleasure to listen to Amorim speak, because he speaks wisdom, honesty, and passion, and I love to see it. I'll be back later. Peace, love, and harmony.